Ian from Lean Media. I'm going to show you how to create an Amazon advertising sponsored brand ad with 3 products, kind of using some new features that Amazon advertising has introduced. If this video helps, please take a moment to like it and follow me. Let's get started. I'm in the Amazon ad console. I'm going to click create campaign, and then I'm going to click sponsored brands. So this is for people with registered brands in Amazon. So you have to use the Amazon brand registry to get your brand in there, and that's beyond the scope of this particular video. I always give a campaign name that will help me understand what it is later, because if you use the default, it just gives you a date and some text that says campaign. So I'm going to call this PowerPoint. SB stands for sponsored brand, and then I'll add today's date. And sometimes I may add something else like a phrase that I'm using in the ad or some other detail that's important, such as pricing. So for portfolio, I do use portfolios, and I believe I have one that's called PowerPoint. So this is a book that my company publishes called PowerPoint Basics in 30 Minutes, plus some special book-like products that I use as well. For budget, I do $25 per day, and just so you know, depending on the size of your company or how you want to test it, you can either go really low or you can go really high. I usually go somewhere in the middle, and I monitor it very carefully. So I'll come back and revisit this budget later on. I'm particularly concerned if it just blows through everything, spends all my money, and doesn't get any sales. So I'll be taking a look at that. You can also change this from daily to lifetime. Lifetime, of course, $25 would not be enough. I do not allow Amazon to control the bidding, automated bidding. I think this is a very big mistake. Amazon will just bid too much. So I get rid of the automated bidding, and then I put a cap on it. So usually the cap is 10%. So this is for placements other than top of search. So this would be for the advertisement showing up, for instance, in some sort of carousel or some other setup that's not search. Search is excluded from this. I'm not really sure why, but I'm going to increase it to 10%. So for instance, if I bid $1, Amazon can increase this to $1.10. So ad group settings, give it a name that you'll remember. So PowerPoint, book, and cheat sheets. And I put in the name, I put in the date as well, September 2023. So you have a couple different options here. I'm going to do the product collection today. I've done other videos on using the video and store spotlight, both of which I can do, but I'm going to use product collection, which means that I'm going to tell Amazon which 3 ASINs I want to be highlighted in this advertisement, and Amazon will include it. So I'm going to have Amazon do a new landing page. While I do have a store on Amazon, including subpages, I don't have one that's specifically dedicated to this product, so I'm going to do a new landing page. And then the products. So you have to search for the products, and these are products that I have. For some reason, if I choose in 30 minutes, which is the name of the brand, nothing shows up. So what I do is I change it to all Amazon products, and then I have a spreadsheet with the relevant ASINs. So this is the main one. Paste that in, click search, and then click add. So you should have a list of all your ASINs. That will really make things go a lot faster. If you do not have a list of the ASINs, then you need to go to Amazon and actually search for the product and then copy the ASIN from there. So that's ASIN number 1. ASIN number 2 is this one. So click out of that, paste it in, search. There we go. And actually, because these are the only 2 products, you need 3. So you need 3 or more products to your landing page, and I only have 2 that are specifically about PowerPoint. So what I usually do is I add kind of a related product, and that is where is it? Google Drive and Docs in 30 minutes. So this particular book actually has a section on the PowerPoint equivalent, which is called Google Slides. So I'm just going to search for that. And is this the right one? No, this is the wrong one. This is actually the old version of it. So let's do this. Google Drive and Docs and see if it comes up. Yeah, so this is it right here. All right, so I have those 3. You can preview the landing page. Yep, that's pretty much what I want. It shows exactly the same things that are going to appear in the advertisement, so that's good. And then I'm going to go down to targeting. So this is important. Pay very close attention. Amazon, if you do not really, if you let Amazon use the default settings, you're going to waste a lot of money and you're going to drive up the prices for everybody else. So what I always do is I do keyword targeting. I never ever do the suggested bid. Never. It's always wrong. It's always too much. And what Amazon is doing actually is encouraging newbies to just trust them. It drives up the price of the newbies' bids and it drives up the price of everybody else's bid. So always choose custom bid and then get rid of this ridiculous suggestion that they have, $3, and I make it less than $1 every single time. And I still get thousands or even millions of clicks. So not clicks, impressions. So you do not need to use Amazon's ridiculous suggested bids. Like Quick Study Guides laminated. Exact is $37. Are you kidding me? None of these products cost more than $10. So that's absolutely ridiculous. So do 55. I do 55 cents. You can choose whatever is within your budget or whatever you think will work. By the way, the days of just bidding like 2 cents on a keyword, those are long over. Those will never work. What I've seen over time actually is the cost of the minimum bid to get impressions is going up and up and up, and it's not more than $1 yet, but I predict that it will hit that probably within the next 2 years for the products that I use. So I'm currently doing 55 cents, sometimes 65 cents. And actually, if it gets much higher than this, I'm going to have to change the price of my product. So anyways, that's my little rant. Choose custom bid 55 cents and then enter a list. So I have a list prepared and I recommend other people do that too. I just have a spreadsheet here. So I'm just going to copy those. Oops, actually that's the wrong one. It's this one. And also this is a good time to let people remember in Amazon advertising, you're not restricted on using the names of other products in your advertising keywords. So I have lots of other people's products, including for this one, Microsoft PowerPoint, as well as other books on this topic. So I'm going to add the keywords. The default bid for all 3 categories is 55 cents. And so it let me do that. It bounced these for some reason. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's duplicate or something like that. But you can see the keyword is 55 cents. If I wanted to, I could reset it to whatever they're suggesting, but as I explained before, I'm not going to do that. Okay, negative keyword targeting. This is important too. So one thing you should always do is include negative keywords. So I don't want anybody who's searching for my products to see an advertisement, because if they're searching for my product on Amazon, they should just see the organic search result, which is free. So I always include negative keywords, which means that if people search for PowerPoint Basics in 30 minutes, they won't see the advertisement, but they should see the organic result for this particular book. And I also do the product names as keywords too. So if anyone's searching for my specific products, those will be negative. So it didn't let me do a whole bunch of them. I'm not really sure why that is, but anyways. Now, create an ad. So ad settings, and I'm just going to say leave this alone because I've already given a custom name to the campaign as well as the ad group. So it already has my logo. If you don't have a logo, you can upload one. Brand name, that should already be in there too. It is, but it's kind of not correct. So I'm going to say in 30 minutes, which is the correct one. And then a headline. And this doesn't have to be complicated. So what I often do is just quick power. Now they may give me a hard time because this is camel case. Quick PowerPoint reference for PC or Mac. All right, that's exactly what it is. And go back. By the way, there are some things you can include. You can include emojis and other things, and if you do include it, you'll get a warning about that. All right, so headline, products, and custom images, and this is actually a new feature. And what I recommend you do is you prepare some images that you can upload. You may already have images in your collection, so choose from creative assets. So I actually do have a couple images that I like to use, like this one. This is stock photography that we paid for. So I include that one. So you can see the preview here. So you can see the products I'm advertising and then the stock photo. I'm going to include other images. I'm going to upload them. And just so you know, the images need to be not too big and not too small. So I think the minimum is like 1200 pixels wide, and the maximum, I'm not sure what the maximum width is, but if your image is like more than 5 megabytes, they'll flag it. All right, so what this is edit image, drag the square to a focal point to preview your image in different aspect ratios. You know, this is not this is not really easy to understand, but the basic idea is move this little square right to where you want people's eye to be drawn. And the reason is if you have an image like this and Amazon crops it, often what they do when they crop it is they put it right in the center. And if they put it right in the center, you actually won't see the name of the product. You'll see this part, which is hard to see, especially if it's on a tiny screen. So I always move the focal point so it's right on the thing that I want people's eyes to look at. And click apply. Actually, I can see this one. So this one looks okay. But this one it's a little bit off, so I'm going to change the focal point on that one. So click edit, edit crop or focal point. Move that up a little bit and click apply. Okay, that's better. Add another image, upload image. So I've already prepared these images and resized them properly. And again, move the focal point to where you want where the center of the image should be. And also you can grab these images and move them around. Oh, is that it? Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep it like that. So that's a basic sponsor brand advertisement. I'm going to click submit for review. And it lets me do it because if there was a problem with the advertisement, something I set up, they would tell me you have to correct this before you can submit it. And then it says your ad might take 24 to 48 hours to get approved. This is in an automated fashion. So usually it's almost right away. But then this advertisement will start running. And one thing that you should always do once you launch a new advertisement, go back to it like a couple days or about a week later. Make sure that there's no problem with your budget. That's point number one. And then also just see if it's actually serving up impressions. That's the other thing. I mean, if Amazon is actually giving impressions, that is showing the advertisement to people, you're on the right track. And then you can optimize from there. And I have separate videos for that. If this video helped you out, please take a moment to like it and follow me. If you go to leadmedia.org, it's my official website, click on blog or video. Tons more free advice about using all kinds of Amazon and online programs to promote your e-commerce business. Hope this helped out. See you next time.